Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for game number 2 here between Happy Feet and Clutch Gamers and Captain's Draft 4.0 SEA Qualifiers. This is an elimination series, which means Happy Feet are one game away from moving on and eliminating Clutch Gamers. My name is Dragonjob. I'm joined by Gareth. Welcome back.
Yo.
I see a Broodmother in this pool.
I see a lot of blue heroes down the bottom that need to be banned. Like Arc Warden and Tinker. Brood probably needs to be banned, but I've not seen the new Brood yet.
Yeah,
I think
me
a
either.
lot of people are scared about the whole, she's not invis anymore.
Yeah. I hear it's pretty good actually though, because in the side lanes at least, I don't think it's a mid-brood anymore, but in the side lanes, if you have no way to cut trees, you can always just walk over there and essentially be unkillable in that sense.
Invincible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of cool heroes out here, right? There's the Brewmaster that we saw in the last game. There's Tusk, Spirit Breaker, the probably two strongest roamers or 4 role heroes in this pool. But you can also start building like a draft around a Disruptor, like Disruptor, Spirit Breaker, Ember, Arc Warden's there. Okay, Brewmaster gets banned, of course.
Yeah.
But there's also the Doom. Doom and Legion here could be pretty potent heroes because I don't see too many heroes that can save people as like Shadow Demon Disruption, and that's pretty much it up against Doom and Duel.
Oh yeah. And maybe count the Train Protector, but that's just very little.
There's Snowball as well, I guess. But
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's no simple executables that are just like, cool, we've saved someone, let's move on. There goes the Legion. There's Beastmasters. I think Beastmaster, like, they're just banning offlaners. Beastmaster and Doom might honestly be the 2 remaining bans, but I think there's still a fear up against Tinker, Arc Warden. There's no catch. Like, you look at this pool and there's close to no catch. Spirit Breaker and Tusk are like the only ones that can maybe catch a Tinker. And even then it's not, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, it's taken out. But a Puck or something like that can still exploit that. Even Snark or Ember Spirit. Like, there's so many heroes that you don't always see picked up that are very much viable in these kind of hero worlds. Not a whole lot that can stop them. I mean, if it's the Puck, then you'd also have to pick up the Disruptor. Darkseid banned out, a little bit annoying in that regard because it's very cool combo to get, but yeah, Clutch Gamers actually go straight up for the Puck first pick, so if Happy Feet don't pick the textbook counter Disruptor here, then I don't know.
There's not much to stop it.
Yeah,
yeah, but I think they go like Spirit Breaker Disruptor. Like, that seems like the natural opener for me.
Dire team pick.
It's not. Okay, they go for the Doom.
It also works.
I mean, like I was saying before, there are very few kind of offlane. Like, they're all being banned. All the offlaners are being banned. You're left with Tidehunter and maybe Broodmother now. So I feel like the Doom is a good pick, regardless.
10 seconds remaining.
The Breaker roaming in, plus the Doom in the offlane, walking about. 2 very hard to kill heroes. And put on a lot of pressure together, and Spirit Breaker, of course, all over the map. And the Shadow Demon has the choice for Clutch Gamers together with the Luna. Ooh. Okay. One of my favorite heroes. I had a 13 win streak on that hero once. Then I fucking lost. I don't want to remember that game. That was so sad. Should have won that too. But hey, anyway. Have there been any changes of note to that hero is the big question that I have right now. And to answer,
nothing big.
Nothing really. There's been some talent changes. You get attack speed, cast range. So basically you have these 2 ways. You can either go right click Luna with attack speed, Luna blessing damage, all stats, and lifesteal, or you go for the magic Lucent Beam kind of thing with cast range, 2-second Lucent Beam cooldown, 100 Lucent Beam damage, and plus 2.5 second Eclipse Lucent mini stun actually, which is interesting to say the least.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Especially if you go Ags, you have those rapid fire Lucent Beams, you essentially have some extra stun lock there. I'd love to see that at some point, but I'm not sure if this is the game for it.
Ember Spirit.
Did Treant get any Anything interesting? I don't think he... Oh, he got the respawn.
He got the
trees.
respawn, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, right? Level 15, every 3 seconds, trees respawn always if he takes that talent.
That's 90 damage though, it's so much.
Pretty interesting one. Okay, so Ember, Spirit Breaker, they've got their catch, Doom for their team fight. They don't have much AoE control or clear outside of Ember to deal with, you know, Shadow Demon, Luna illusions when they come on pushing. And now they have, Clutch just have illusions. Are there any more illusion? Arc Warden? Yeah, you're gonna pick an Arc Warden now? Just get a bunch of illusions of everyone? Yeah, okay. No, I think, honestly here, do you go Leshrac? Oh, they still go for the Tide. I was wondering if they do like the Naga, you know, the Naga offlane that we used to see from KP, but they'll just chuck Tide in there. They'll have their SD Naga as the 2 supports. Song should be pretty good this game to just, you know, reset team fights. As Happy Feet, I don't understand this draft. This is a captain's draft if I've ever seen one. The first 2 picks, yeah, cool, I like that. Then Treant, Ember, Gyro as their following 3. I feel much more confident about Clutch and their draft in this game.
Yeah. So Happy Feet, all that tells me is, alright, we want to go, we want to fight, because both Ember Spirit and Gyro are kind of heroes that can sort of do that, but both of them are very vulnerable, because they have to go in, they don't have a lot of health points to work with, both agility heroes obviously, so it can backfire really hard, and it's going to be down to a Train Protector to just try and prevent that, and of course also the Spirit Breaker and Doom to just be the tanky frontliners to enable their damage dealing cores to actually do what they do best. But yeah, as you said, with all these illusions on the field, Tanky Tidehunter always with the threat of the Ravage, the Shadow Demon turnaround potential with the Disruption, Puck very hard to catch outside of the Doom. Yeah. Very tricky, so ease of execution is definitely in favor of Clutch gamers here.
And they've got heroes that they've played, you know, before in this kind of draft, right? This isn't a totally unusual draft. They've played SD Luna before, they've played Tide with Naga before, they've played Puck with SD Luna and Tide. You know, these are all combinations that are or have been relatively common in past patches. So it's not a complete stretch to be like, oh, how does this work again? Whereas Treant Gyro is your safe lane. Against a Tide, I guess it's not that bad. You got all the magic damage from Rocket Barrage, and you've, you know, got this nice little nature's guys from Treant just to punch people and root them. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel overall about this. If they can keep their lane stable, then they probably have a chance to scale into mid game with some, you know, good, Veil on Ember and maybe drums or something on the Gyro. Just try and get that momentum going. But they're walking into Song and Ravage and Eclipse. It's all just so nasty. The team fight combos, the laning power, the pushing power of Clutch all ties in very nicely together.
Yep.
Whereas Happy Feet is much more of a kind of skirmish, scrappy. We'll pick off a hero here and move on to there, and we'll try and split push lanes. It doesn't feel like they have the team fight they need, but I'm well up for being proved wrong here. I want to see what Happy Feet bring with this draft.
Well, it's certainly more on to fight. And contest this bounty rune here, and will they get it is the question. I will take quite a bit of damage. But they just get the other bounty rune, I guess. But Happy Feet end up with 3, so with this aggressive movement. Very interesting how it works out. Rappy. Still sitting up top, looks like he wants to drag the creep waves around. Yeah. So doing the Batrider plays up top, he will be intercepted perhaps by Boomex, can still pass the net if he wants to, and
yeah, we're
potentially gotten a kill there.
We're seeing this a fair amount in Captain's Draft, right? Offlaners pulling like a Batrider does, and to me it feels like, you know, if a player isn't sure how a lane's going to be, you know, often you see players kind of switching up their starting items, like, do I go Stout, do I go Quelling, do I go Boost first, what's my starting build here? This is kind of indicative of that same kind of thing, you know. You pull it back, you make sure that you can see what's coming, what lanes you're against, and just have a longer time to think about, you know, what you want to be building into. As Doom has gone for a pretty defensive build.
Oh, mid lane, what? I had my camera on that, but all of a sudden, this Ember Spirit took way too much damage just with the 30 points on Riptide and the right clicks. And that's, yeah.
destroying the Ember. What is it? -2 armor, but Ember only has 2 armor, so...
All this early magical damage, I mean, 120 magical nuke is nothing to scoff at early on. Especially since Ember cannot really block anything right now. We went Sleight of Fist level 1. Not sure if that was a misclick or what that was about. It's really helping you in this instance.
Probably not a misclick. Probably at the very end of that engagement he wanted to try and slight dodge the orb, but couldn't.
Well, Jules coming in. At least he's level 2, so you have the bash to work with. And Jesse Bash also sticking around with his own level 2 in the leech seat, so he's gonna try to prevent the same thing from happening again. But Armel off to a really, really good start, even in terms of CS. Charged up. Alright, fly solo. Already used disruption actually, so he will not be able to dodge anything here. A couple more right clicks, the stump will actually be cancelled as it was going to miss. Bit unfortunate here, Jules for the DD rune in particular would have been an easy kill as it stands. Gonna go for some body blocks, Jail with the right clicks and the Lucent Beam. Gonna get burned through all of these health points.
You can feel the desperation almost, right? Jules needs to be charging around the map looking for action, but these lanes are pretty hard to just roam on into. They nearly get the kill in the SD, but not quite enough. But Shadow Demon, one of the heroes that did get changed a little bit. Soulcatcher no longer splits its effect, it only affects 1 unit in the area. Demonic Purge you can use on Cyclone and Yule's targets now. And when an enemy dies under Soulcatcher, an illusion of them is created under your control, lasts until they respawn or it is killed. Which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. I was wondering, like we had a Shadow Demon yesterday. I also saw some of these illusions that the Venge auto spawns. I'm actually gonna go on the Luna here, doing quite a bit of damage here with the Troll Net. Another bash here, the right clicks, oh, the stick, not enough to keep him safe. This time it works out. Only just, but hey, all you need.
Yeah, Boombax wasn't there, Naga wasn't available, Fly Solo was still, maneuvering back up to lane from that pull he had done. It's still a kill on the Luna for Happy Feet, which is a nice little start for them, but when you've got Box Tidehunter freely walking into this lane, out CSing Gyro, probably not going to die here even to the rocket, but yeah, just TP's away.
Yeah.
Like, Tidehunter is having such a free time in this game.
Not until you hit like level 3, level 4 Rocket Barrage, did you really start to feel an impact against tank heroes like Tidehunter. He's level 4 now, so the right clicks don't hurt at all either. Like one of the things, like with the removal of Pullman shields, maybe see more Tidehunter because he still has the Kraken Shell, kind of do the same job. Nemo up top, disruption again as Fly Soul gets going on. Get happy. Try and run down regardless. Does have the 2 points up on Scorch Earth, so that does allow him to dive a little bit, but with TP threatened and Jao stopping him with a Lucent Beam. And the wraparound from Boombax is actually gonna get this kill here, more than likely. Scorched Earth not lasting quite long enough.
You didn't get to cast his skeletons either. Oh, so sad.
I'm not sure skeletons would have made a difference. But hey. Have you seen a new Wraith King?
No,
yeah.
I've heard about it, but I haven't
Yes.
seen it.
Actually hilarious. It's really helpful for farming. Like you can get up to, I believe, even 11 or 12 at max level. According to the tooltips, so it's and it also helps to actually push and keep the lanes out a little bit for like if it's being countered out, then obviously it's just a little bit extra for your gold. But if it isn't, then it's essentially some extra range creeps or some extra melee creeps. Sorry. But yeah, not in this game. We have the Doom Skeletons, but instead he goes for the Satyr Creep. They're gonna go in jail again. Quite a bit of damage just straight off the bat. Can they finish the job though? With nets coming through, with disruption, a couple of right clicks, now body blocks from Boombax. We're looking to bring down the big old tanky Doom again. Jesse Bash does have 2 points up on the leech seat here, trying to finish up Jail with the help of Jules. And he will finish the job. Meanwhile, Doom in front. Still being right click down, Scorcher. Now the living armor, he just got level 4 for that. And that together with the extra healing aura from the Satyr I'll keep Rappy alive now. Turning his around. Fly Solo does get the disruption off, but he's being bashed up. And Yash also making a rotation. Gotta make use of that of that rocket barrage.
Rappy's still alive.
He's still alive indeed. Yash coming through. Boomax will fall to a couple of right clicks. Bark gets the Ravage off, and finally they eat through that. Jay on level 4, so not on level 6. No eclipse or anything. Wouldn't have done too much with all the crease. Now another charge catches too. The rocket flies onto Jayo. Another TP in, Fly Solo with a disruption. Jesse Vash in the middle does not have enough mana for leap speed, only a living armor for emergencies. Fly Solo tanks almost a full rocket barrage himself. Another charge coming through. Jayo in a lot of trouble, just gonna right click down. He is so dead. And Bark, he only used the Ravage. He's out of juice. Can't really do too much here. Another charge in the Fly Solo. It's like the 4th one in this particular team fight. It still continues, and finally Armor decides, hey, let's come in. Doom falls a 2nd time. And Happy Feet finally called it quits, I think. Maybe. They're still sticking around. See, Cooldown comes through. Yash. Not enough mana for anything else, though, but he's gonna go try and run down Bark with right clicks. Does some stick charges in a couple of seconds. He wants to turn around for a rocket barrage. Can still maybe get a kill or two here. And so close. Actually with the nukes will prevent that. He gets himself a triple kill. This is more reminiscent of most of the games that we saw yesterday, honestly.
So Happy Feet decide to fight top lane. And boy did they fight.
They did fight hard.
So originally they had the Treant Spirit Breaker Doom, kill Jayo, then Gyrocopter rotates in, Tide arrives, he's level 5, they get a kill on the Spirit Breaker or the Doom, and then he hits level 6 off that, uses the Ravage on 3, then still the Gyro sticks around as Doom comes back in again, Jayo dies again. It all started off amazingly for Happy Feet, you know, losing 1 or 2 heroes here and there and just like sweeping through clutch, but then Armel, this level 8 puck with the Veil, with the Trez, swings in, gets a triple kill, kind of balances things out again. The fight recap was like broken for me. It didn't show me, you know, the entire fight.
Super useful in these situations. Fly Solo should be dead.
Like, raindrops in this game. Oh, goodbye Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
He dead. Raindrops on that top lane engagement, most valuable thing ever. I swear, like 7 or 8 raindrops got popped. The Doom had like a full set.
Speaking of Doom, he actually throws it out onto Luna. Should be fine though. No follow-up with the nets coming through from Boomax, but as I say that, the charge, couple extra right clicks, the disruption will delay some of the damage. And Doom will just end the cancel TP in Spirit Breaker. Very sad base cow right now.
I would have said that was worth it, but Jayo had a salve, so.
Did he salve him?
No. I mean, Jayo is 2,000 net worth. This Luna has nothing. And like throughout the whole thing, right? The whole fight top is Yash just gonna kill bot, but Mel with another good rotation just sweeps through him. While that whole fight top was happening, Ember was farming, right? So Ember's not looking too bad anymore.
If you look at the net worth, like Abel, he got all those kills, and as a result, he's 2k ahead of the Ember.
I mean, Armel is just, you know, miles ahead of everyone at this point.
Yeah.
Does he have, what's he got coming out? So he's not going Blink straight away. Veil into Yules?
Just against the Roots, against aggressively against the Ember Flame Guard, the charge. Yeah, this is good use cases for that.
I guess if your game plan's gonna be, you know, put Tide in front of a tier 1, SD spam disruption onto Luna, throw illusions forward, you don't need a blink because your opponent's gonna walk into you at some point.
Yep. Oh, gonna smoke up, try and pick an engagement up top. SD Vash is sitting around, he's in this. Yeah, the smoke will break, he's stepping straight out of this one, but they catch him! Stitchward down, coil to cancel it. And he's DD dead. Fly Solo caught on the wrong side of town, though he'll be right-clicked and down despite the Ravage. cooldown actually slowing everybody down, so they cannot even get up to the high ground to make use of that. So it's a bit of a waste of an ultimate. Now it's time for Happy Feet to try and turn things around. The chains on 2. Jo with the ultimate trying to turn things around, but everyone's still very much healthy. The ultimate from Jules secures the kill. Doom on one side, Bark on the other. Just ignore him. Oh, to use Ravage. He's useless right now anyway. They want to try and bring down the Puck. They get the charge vision. Need a little bit of extra damage with the Remnant forward from Kuroko. They will have it. And they pop the big old pinata. Jules, 500 gold for him. All the assist gold adding on top. Fight recap says 1400 gold for Happy Feet. 250 missing and a lot of experience too.
So that Ravage looked a little bit wasteful, but they were trying to set up for a Ravage into Eclipse, right? They had high ground vision, they know what's going on, but the Radiant Creep Wave follows the Luna down the ramp into the river, and Jo animation cancelled, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. So it was one of those painful moments where he wanted to Eclipse on top of the Ravage, but just couldn't do it. And then when they fall back up towards the Bounty Rune spot, they would have loved to have a Ravage there. Ravage with Eclipse there would have been huge for them.
Yep.
But they didn't, because they'd already wasted it, so... Unfortunate sequence of events from CG, but great play by Happy Feet. You know, in the end, that Doom onto the Puck to find a final kill on a huge core is amazing for them.
Hanging around a little bit too long. Just gonna TP now, but 3 people around him is being slowed down. Kuroko actually coming in to try and help. Double chains. Fly solo cannot actually get a disruption of for the interruption. Now Jules, they continue to fight here. The ultimate onto Armor with the extra bash. He cannot draw to the orb. Silence is being thrown out. Couple right clicks, another seam chains, and another jump forward. Thought Yarch was gonna be dead, but instead they get a kill and another probably here flies solo. Nothing left to defend himself with. Boomax trying to do what he can, but cannot continue onto the Spirit Bracket. Another Remnant forward, Bach. He's still very tanky, especially with the Shrine in the middle of that, so they will not commit, but this goes to show how little respect they have for this title. And yet the mana might be an issue as well.
Yeah, just this Gyro tanky enough with a Bracer, now has the drums complete. Managed to survive through the majority of Clutch's damage, just a TP away, but again, great reactions. Happy Feet there at the right place at the right time. Jules' charges, these initiations from Ember as he finally joins into a couple of these team fights. We're setting up beautifully for Happy Feet just to take down Clutch in these moments where they feel so strong, right? They see a situation. Okay, we're going to pick this gyrocopter, we're going to find this kill, we'll swing in for mid-tier 1 or top-tier 1, take advantage of this, get an objective, but it just never comes to fruition. You look at this map, 14 minutes in, right? You look at this map, how many towers are down? 1 tower, top lane, that is the only tier 1 that has fallen, which is like unheard of. It's just because no one can convert a team fight into a push. Until the Shadow Demon Luna are like up and running, you know, we're looking at Mask Madness being purchased by Jo. But it's a long way away.
They're doing a really good job just keeping up the stacks. I mean, Fly Solo is focusing on that to try and make sure to recover Jo. Like, he's done a double stack here. He's also stacked up the other camps on the other side. Lost the Ancients, so they have that to fall back on. And Luna also going for the early 3 points up in the Moonglaives rather than maxing out the Lucent Beam earlier. So it's... they're kind of in recovery mode in that sense, so that'll help them get to that point sooner rather than later. But point still stands. If you look at the net worth distribution, you have Amulet on top still, for about 1,000 gold, which is nice. But after that, you have 4 heroes from Happy Feet in a very comparable position. And there's a lot of fighting power right there.
When the Spirit Breaker has higher net worth than your offlaner, and also your safe laner,
yeah,
there are problems. I mean, Jules has a Hood, Treads, Urn. This guy is huge. He's gonna have Pipe soon, and then all of this magic damage from Armel, from, you know, the Ravage and the Eclipse on top of the Puck's nuke damage, just mitigated massively.
Not really going to kill him easily, that's for sure.
What's a Doom buying, actually? So he's got Midas and he's building drums, so 2 sets of drums on this team, as Gyro switches back into Dragonlance. Ember is going to go for Veil this time around. Oh yeah, good luck killing Jules. Yeah. I mean...
hello?
Maybe they get him? with a Yule Scepter, but
They continue, but TP in from Embers making it a little bit too spoopy.
But you see, right? That's a kill that 100% of the time should happen in an ordinary game, where the puck is top net worth and the Spirit Breaker is the 4 roll on the enemy team. The puck plus Naga here should always get that kill, but because Jules is so farmed, they can't.
Punch! Punch. He's doing it again. Bounty out to a tree and protect it, he doesn't care. Keeps him curious. Meanwhile, the smoke though.
Maybe Jules dies this time?
It's not full health, not quite, so they see him coming. Yes, Vash is down here though, can throw out the living armor, can throw out things. They also can throw out a coal down here with the overgrowth, only catching one actually. But it is on Boomax. Just enough to make sure that Jules survives and
they're all TPing back.
They really want to kill him.
SD, the TP the Naga Siren. I mean, Jules has charge again in a second. There's a disruption, but he might be able to charge down through them.
Down to the left, yeah. Jo interrupted, tower shots.
Stick charges?
Stick charges, living armor, yeah, he's absolutely fine. This is hilarious. Just running the gauntlet against 5 heroes essentially. And all of that's a lot of space. Top lane Rappies continue to farm with the Midas going and Armor, not Armor here, Ember Spirit as well, Kuroko. Like, how does Clutch get themselves out of this situation? Like,
farm the Luna.
Farm, right? Yeah.
Like, it's so difficult to look for kills against all these tanky heroes. You know, Scorched Earth, there's Hoods, there's going to be a pipe soon. There's Ember with the maneuverability, Gyro's tanky with the Dragonlance drums. The only person they can reliably kill is Jesse Vash, but he's invis running around, you know, invulnerable all the time because they don't have enough money to spend on sentries and dust. That's how poor the Dire team supports are right now.
Gonna go Amel. Get the initial charge bash. Need another one. They get it into the rocket. Can't jump to the orb. Gets the Yule Scepter off, but should still end up falling. Another phase shift though. Oh, delaying the inevitable. No blink deck or anything to get himself out of that. Yash with the killing spree, also wrapping around with Kuroko. Another charge, Boomax, turning things around with the song. This could be really good. 3 people on top of each other. Ravage to follow, Eclipse. This is a really good fight if they can continue. But Jesse Vash with his own ultimate, slowing them down. Jules will fall somehow. And Yash on the run as well. Kuroko doesn't have another chains or something to throw out, but actually, what? Still chasing them away? How's it possible? Rappy coming in from the side. Another double chains coming off cooldown. And there it is. The Rocket Barrage. Securing yet another kill. Bark, he's tanky, but is he tanky enough? Yet another chains. Spamming those on cooldown.
They didn't have any cooldowns remaining, and the Doom arrived.
Yeah.
Clutch gamers were like, okay, it's time to hide it. I mean, good on Clutch for realizing it was time to run. It was just, you know, a couple of seconds too late when the Doom arrives. He threw one of the Hadoukens the way of the Shadow Demon, finished him off. As Jules tries to go on a puck, but it looks like Armel is safe this time. But you see, right? It's a perfect song, 3-man Ravage, 3-man Eclipse, all this damage gets pumped in, but if you don't have your entire arsenal of abilities, if the puck isn't there, if you don't have the Soul Catcher, if you don't have the Riptide in the middle, you're always missing one element of damage here from Clutch. They can't team fight. That's how clear it is. When you have the perfect setup, the perfect initiation, and you still lose the fight, you know you can't team fight.
Also gonna contest these stacks now. Yaj. You know, let's farm these with a flat cannon, or at least try. Double chains in the back. Jesse Vash also makes his presence known in this area. They want to prevent the Luna from farming this. There's no Ravage, there's no Eclipse, no nothing here, but there is call down. The ult onto Boomax, gonna try and bring him down first, to try and going, but and disruption. Actually keeping him safe for the time being, but do they have the power to turn things around? Maybe, maybe not. Fly solo, walking away. It's only Jules, Kuroko just waiting for another opportunity. There it is, another change. Just on top of the overgrowth, keeping everybody in place. Yash back into the fight after cleaning through Naga Siren. Now they're gonna focus on Bark. Taking them a while to eat through that Kraken shell, and actually not getting it this time, even with the extra nuke from Rappy. But they get the Luna, they get the Naga, everyone else super low. There's still a few big Ancients to farm now, and to take away from Luna more importantly. There's another Ancient stack on the other side that they're pinging out and saying, hey, it's farm this instead. Say that though, TP in from Boomax. And Happy Feet think that's probably more coming. They kind of low on mana themselves. But yeah, it's continue to make these plays. This side jungle area is not safe for the Dire side whatsoever.
Doom has a full Shadow Blade now. And with no Lincolns or anything like that on the Dire team, yeah, Armel's in trouble.
He is. Charge coming through as well. Fly solo, try and help. Aggressive disruption. Will not prevent the charge though. The Ravage comes through to try and stop it. And that might just be enough, but that is the ultimate still finds the target. Now it called on 3. Yash coming in from the side with a flak cannon. And another hero just melts.
Yeah, they can't focus Tide, but they don't need to. Tide has no Ravage.
Yeah.
So why even look at him? Just walk away, we won't touch you, it's fine. Just go back into your fountain, hide there, and we'll kill the rest of your team.
This is exactly the type of game where a hero like Gyrocopter really thrives, when he's the one who's able to get in and just throw the spells and just run people down without really having to worry about being focused. And he has enough intermediary items that tanks him up, so he can withstand some punishment. Definitely enough in regards to what clutch gamers can actually throw out. Maiden Courier dies? Okay, that's interesting. Power shots?
I think tower, yeah.
Yeah. Max, gonna go on him. Yeah. Just going from bad to worse, isn't it?
Just look at how intelligent Happy Feet are, though. They scan the next Ancients. They expect Luna to be here. They find another stack, taking even more money away from clutch gamers. All of these comeback mechanics, which the Dire would have loved to have, just going out the window.
Yeah. And they never that stack was there for a long time, but never really got to farm it because Happy Feet just keep the tempo so freaking high. I mean, for last 5 minutes or so, at least, the entire game was happening in this area around the side, Dire side jungle. And they're gonna go again, and this time it's the park card with the overgrowth, followed up with a couple of right clicks and bashes and roots. No way out of this one, so he can't even leverage the puck. He has had no item progression.
When your puck dies that quickly, I believe you call GG.
This mecha looks so easy.
So yeah, at the end of the draft, I favored Clutch with their 5-man lineup. Yeah, questions have to be raised about Clutch's play. It was messy. It really didn't allow them to set up for anything. They continually butted heads. But you've got to wonder why this puck never went Blink Dagger, right? Why did you go Veil into Yules?
Yeah.
When I mean, we've already answered that with the fact that they wanted to try and pressure towers. But why did you never pressure towers, right? Why did you never group up as 5 with your pipe Tide? You never, like, tier 1 top is still standing, tier 1 bot still standing. Clutch have never made an aggressive move to go and, you know, actually play on the map. They've always sat back defensively on the back foot. And sure, you can do this for some amount of time to get your Luna some farm, but there is a point in the game where you just have to be like, fuck it, we have to go. And I think this might be that moment now, but I feel like it's too late.
Isn't it misrule to just pop the smoke immediately into Fly Sauron again? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, they've kind of let Happy Feet dictate the pace of the game. They just bow to the pressure and continue to do so. Yules this time is running back into the center board, so will he die though? He does have a charge to work with, and yeah, I mean, there's not enough stuns. Armor wasn't quite there with the coil, so what do? You can't even kill a Spirit Breaker that you catch out off guard.
You do this. This is what I've been waiting for like 20 minutes.
Scrappy though, his Shadow Blade just dooms out the Luna, and now look for more disruption to the latest a little bit. Now Boombacks with the song just to try and retreat. Rappy with the BKB continuing though, and now the call-on still comes out in the back as Yash wraps around from the side. Just being right-clicked and spelled down one by one by one. Luna survives, but that's about all they can say for themselves after this engagement, and I feel like it's... oh wow, yeah, Fly Solo. Foregone conclusion, and yeah, it's what you've been waiting for, but it's fair to say that it's too late at this point. Happy Feet can just take any fight they want to, anywhere they want to. Now they're gonna take the next one up high ground, and they're getting one step closer of eliminating Clutch Gamers. Ammo. 5 in silence, yay! But doesn't really matter. They still have the Ravage, so that's the upside. Once Tidehunter comes back, they can maybe make a play off of that. But that's the last play that they have in this game, almost. TP continuing. That is TP in. Ravage catches a couple of heroes. Jo from the side. It's a couple of beams on the clips off. Rabbi dies first. Alright, that's a good start. Jules on the run now. Same for Yash, who gets caught with oh god, Kuroko though. And Yash still pumping out the damage. He'll still eventually fall, but just don't have enough ammo. Trying to play his way out of this one. And we'll be able to this time. But the damage has been done. Jules, he's still in the middle of that. Not sure about this one, honestly. Soul Catcher, make sure they can finally die. No, they have their own Spirit Breaker. Oh, 3 Spirit Breakers. So the illusion lasts until respawn? Is that how it works?
Until it dies or until respawn, yeah.
Alright.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is last chance here for Clutch, right? One more loss and they are eliminated this lower bracket game.
Yep.
I'm gonna try their hardest. But Clutch's draft, you know, it's all set up to be on the front foot, where you have Tide and Luna pressuring a tower, you have Puck for the counter initiation, or Tide with a Blink Ravage, or the Walk-In and Ravage. And that's how you enable your Luna to output damage. But the fact that Luna was so underfarmed and didn't have any damage while Tide and Puck were like online really did set them back. But I don't know, Clutch has come back to try and farm Ancients. It was like contested, but I think Happy Feet just did a great job contesting top lane, contesting Ancients, and just pressuring enough for long enough that Clutch, you know, just fell back naturally. While this Emperor was, you know, free farming bot lane, mid lane, not really getting involved for the first 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden comes out with Veil Radiant, starts slaying people. Oh boy, Boomback's in trouble.
You could say that. Well, he's very, very free now because he can just take his hands off his keyboard in the realm of the dead. Roshan will join him there in a second. There it is. And again, I hate to call things early, but this is a bit of a foregone conclusion. Kuroko actually dropping quite low, but they cancel TP on Luna. Overgrowth still available. Pops the Eclipse. Try and fight this. Jesse Vash. They actually have the vision on him, but only for a moment. Looking through the trees. Charge coming through, and Silence coming through from Armor. Actually gets a double kill. That was pretty good, actually. And
yeah,
how much money did he get from that?
It doesn't matter because
the only
thing that Happy Feet want to do here is defend their towers. They want to get through a game without losing a single tier 1. That's why they defended top, they defended bot lane. Straight after taking Roshan, they were ready to, you know, send Clutch Gamers packing back to their base. They don't want to lose a single tower, dude.
Yep.
Keeping them all nice and healthy. And of course, once Treant's alive, you're just going to throw some living armor on it.
Alright. Here to bottom. Next on the list of casualties, one would imagine. Happy Feet are not here and then tidy. Rappy is actually time to wrap his way around. Sorry. It's still early in the morning. It'll allow me one of those per game, else I die.
7.
Exactly. I know we don't get up until 12. But yeah. What else is there to say? Are there any big fancy items coming up? Gyrocopter is stacked to high heavens. Those
wait, no, you don't look at the Radiance items. They're always going to have something new and shiny. Just keep your eye on the Luna. When does Luna get the next item? I mean, maybe a 4-staff of the Naga can help out here. Puck does have Blink and Lincoln Sphere. So potentially Armel could look to, you know, bait out a couple of spells, set up a fight, and draw attention away from JO's Luna. But Their side lanes are pushing in so hard, they can't commit for a tier 1 mid, they need to go back and farm. Defending bot tier 2 is not going to happen, double cast bolts to take it down with the help of Gyro, and mid lane set up for a team fight from Happy Feet already underway.
Josh coming through, doesn't even get the song off. Feels Batman right now, Doom on a Tidehunter. Something that you cannot purge off with the Kraken Shell. So, 2 easy kills, double for Yash, who's up to 16, 3 and 13. They're gonna go ahead, focus on bottom, while also sending Jesse Vash up top to just keep an eye on things. And no Ravage, there'll be a song in 15 seconds. That's even Eclipse at this point. Not really enough. Luna also doesn't really have the right click damage to work with.
And these illusions just die so quickly to Radiance and Flat Cannon.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Second set of Rex about to go down. Clutch Gamers is still holding on. They want to have one more shot, one more play. With the song, maybe a little bit early. Tidehunter cannot get there for another couple of seconds. Don't have the immediate follow-up with the Ravage this time. That is, he's steeping in now. He'll find it on a couple of heroes. BKB comes through onto Rappy, the Clips. They're right-clicking away. Kuroka actually silenced here. They will be able to bring down the Embers, but that's good start now bouncing through. They find Jules, Yash on the runaway. Armel trying to get close enough. Rappy also trying to get away on the Invis. That's not going to work either. And they do somehow claim the Aegis with the last couple of right-clicks. So,
Gyro died all the way back
defense.
here.
Yeah. I think it might have been a right-click following him from Armel.
I don't know about success. I don't know about successful defense drag and drop. I think that's pushing it. Like
they're not forced to GG out yet, so that's a success in my book. Come on, dude.
I guess.
Gotta stay positive.
They lose their racks. They waste their glyph. They cast every single spell that they have, and they don't even fully wipe Happy Feet, and they still lose buildings in their base.
Yeah.
They don't hold their high ground.
It's a very liberal definition of success, but
maybe they get a tier 1.
Happy Feet. They can use the glyph. They don't. Well, GG. They lost. They lost the tier 1.
Wait, they glyphed now. They glyphed late.
What?
They glyphed after the tower died, right?
Oh, okay.
No.
Maybe it's still off cooldown. What? Even if you glyph slightly late, you still get the refurbish
the replenish.
Replenish, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, am I blind? The tower wasn't glyphed, right?
It wasn't glyphed, no.
But the creeps were behind, and I got the replenish on the glyph. Okay.
Yeah, you have a bit of a grace period there.
Okay, cool. My skill cap. Oh, BKB Luna countered by the Hex on Doom. What does Doom have now? Level 20, you can go for DPS or Ancients to be devoured. And if he devours a Granite Golem, they're just like unkillable.
Yeah. Was that 50% extra health?
30 or some. Wait, 15, right?
I just ate it. 15%, yeah. So he's now sitting at 3k. Jesse at 2.4k. Jules 2.5k, like 400 X on him. You're not killing these. Jules straight up ulting in, charging away. And there's a Doom. Just gonna bring no Tidehunter first. He does not have buyback, so no Ravage for this fight. Rappy in the mid on the cover of Call Down. Eclipse wasted on the BKB. Just gonna right click down the Naga Siren. Coil on 3, but they don't even care. They snap it. The song just to try and get out, and Boomax almost still dies to the urns and Radiance and everything. And yeah, Sleight of Fist, not enough. Yeah. There it is. He saw it. Clutch Gamers, been run over this game. There's no other way to say it.